Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching the Nile Cruise, and now we're going to talk about very interesting topic, which is the travel literature. And we are delighted to have with us Professor Dr. Mohamed Darwish. He's HR and Business Development Consultant. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us today.
Programs.
Thank you. Dr. Mohamed, how has Egypt traditionally been portrayed in the travel literature, especially by Western writers in the 18th and 19th centuries?
That means that tourist is the jobs from our pharaonics.
Yeah.
That means Egyptian, we can mention, is the story of the tourist.
Yes.
Places, museums, everything's in Egypt. Since our parents,
Yes.
the pharaonic parents, I mean,
Yeah.
and since also from Adam and Hawa is traveling.
Yes.
Human needs sometimes to go over different culture. As we see in our back here, the Nile,
Yes.
and very meaning that the very much to the human.
Yeah.
After working for 5 days in a week,
You have to take a break.
you take a break. How
Yes.
to take a break? We need to travel. We need to go on over other place. In Egypt, of course, sure, too hard to select.
Yes.
I mean, so many choices.
Yeah.
You will be hard to select,
Yes.
but by preparing, you will
Yeah.
go. Starting from Cairo to Fayoum
Yeah.
to Alexandria. I don't want to forget places. Till Luxor and Aswan.
Yeah.
Egypt, I will put in a practice, in a highlight, the tourist. Egypt is the tourist for the not for the whole world.
Yes.
Just come to visit Egypt, see it.
It's a must-see country.
Yes. And reference to someone like me, if you're traveling to different places and countries, even in Europe, yes, I believe, and the state, you're not from like peoples, human all things, and also the places, and even the most important for anybody want to traveling or to come to join us here and to see Egypt, places and the financial, you find really the less price in Egypt. So in our tourists, I don't want to mention that's only for the foreigners or somebody traveling to abroad or traveling from abroad. Even for us, I mean the Egyptians people, you must to visit the city. Reference to the plane. I mean for the youth, you go to the Ministry of Youth. There is different trips and traveling and very cheap by your school, by your university. But try to do it. Try also dad and parents give them children the trial.
Yeah.
To get more experience and get more knowledge by traveling is very amazing. For someone like me, I working with different countries, nationalities. They're very planning well for the weekend, for example, where we would like to go. When I'm asking different nationality, they mention Professor Mohamed. It's our gift that we have at least 1 or 2 days off.
Yeah.
We need to prepare well. Why? Because then tell me that's the water, cup of water is very full. That's because you are working these weeks.
Yeah.
You need to get out to go to join back, especially when you're working for a huge industry.
To recharge your energy.
Yes, it's a charging of your energy because after working for a week, you've been, especially on the high. Yeah, especially in the huge industry, oil and gas, water treatment, power station plant, this stuff. I mean, the worker in the streets, working for construction, very high working, need to get in out.
Yes.
And doesn't matter for the finance. If I would like to make it happy, it's my decision. I could go, just walking on a Nile, for example, sit with my in the garden, and I need to inform everybody how to get out of the pressure under that, between brackets, like we mentioned. Any human likes 5 places. One related to the religion, God or the mosque or the church. Also places you've been in it. I mean your home. Then the 3 forest, gardens, and the sea.
Yes.
This get out from your mood.
Yeah.
That's mean traveling. That's mean go away little bit. Different in our life, we spent hard days,
Yeah.
several problems, and that's your support. But if you don't have to take actions, try to walk for a
Yes.
while in a good places for 5 minutes in this place, places you like. Here in Egypt, we have different example. When we say that so you need to go out, I must meet you, for example, because you
Yeah.
are my close friend or one family, for
Yeah.
example. If you do that, you'll be better.
Yes.
All right? And from our programs, I every Egyptians try to be ambassador for Egypt. You are ambassador, of course. I mean that. Why? You get you are the mirror for the country.
Yes.
All right, for any foreigners, for anybody nationality would like to come to Egypt, and you are, because all Egyptians help and support any nationality when they come that.
Yes.
And with your programs, we're moving around in our cruise,
Yeah.
the castle, the Mohamed Ali Mosque, and all this place, we found that the people like to come,
Yes.
like to join. And from our programs, you put a spot for one people for the places to visit to Egypt.
Yeah.
Please do it. Please do it.
Okay. Professor Mohammed, what are some examples of travel narratives that offered a possible portrayal of Egyptian society and culture?
It's the event, for example, desert. Going to some campaign or something like that. Went to the sea by fishing, doing some fishing, for example.
Yeah.
And also some people would like to visit the museums
Yeah.
if you do selection. And my advisings, make a plan for whole. I like to show you that.
Yes.
I was from couple of days. I was have some people from China. Them ask me. They was sitting in some of the coffee shops. We drink some coffee, and him asking, that in all the Egyptian downtown.
Yeah.
Them ask me, that all of that in Egypt? I say,
Yeah.
this is if you from the whole
Yeah.
try to planning and go.
Actually, Chinese people love Egyptians.
Of course. And also, I have some friend also in Spain right now.
Yeah.
He's telling me that Egypt become changing.
Yeah.
He's been years from
Yeah.
now. I mentioned to him, it's become changed. Egypt is moving,
Yes.
and we will moving.
So.
I believe we give the we give the happiness and this to all that come to visit us.
Yeah. Professor Mohammed, how can contemporary Egyptian writers and translators respond to these older narratives, keep the way Egypt is presented in global literature?
It depends to what you're planning to come to visit and see. As we was mentioned from the other question before, that's if you will be planning well, and the most message that you will ask anyone from the nationality is come. I want more time to visit more. I see something more of it. That's if them planning with some of the tourist company or some of the programmers in this visit, I think he will need to stay more. And most of the people come to visit asking for extension or to extend them time to be more days to be with Egypt.
We want to talk more about the literature and how is Egypt, how was portrayed in the global literature.
It's now it's making by the Ministry of Tourism, try to make programs and make using the digital marketing and the media the message. Why Egypt? What in Egypt?
Yeah.
Financial
Yes.
and by the first minister and our president, Mr. Fattah Sisi, is working all, and there is a very we can say quarter planning to how to script and get message and the stories for all nationality why to be in Egypt.
Yes.
This was not been in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
And we all see, we found several people come to visit us.
Yeah. Professor Mohammed, we are all expecting, and the whole world is expecting, the Grand Egyptian opening in the 3rd of July. How can this add to the tourism?
لا, it will be add more. Why? You know, you gravitate me.
Yeah.
You give me the message.
Okay.
As I'm glad to be with always with Nile TV,
Yeah.
because it's
We
the
are
Nile
glad
TV.
too.
It's the Egypt nationality
Yeah.
sound. Mention that. It's the
Yeah.
sound and the view.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody put himself. Why I'm not there?
Yeah.
And Darwish company in these countries working on that
Yes.
to prepare and planning for the tourism to come to visit Egypt,
Yes.
and using this data. I mean, it's a data and media
Yeah.
to get them gravitate to
Yes,
come.
I want to more about social media impact on tourism.
It's, for example, for there was, I don't want to mention the name,
Okay.
one of the social media platforms
Yeah, yeah.
come to Egypt, to visit Egypt.
Mhm.
Then put himself in the pyramids,
Yes.
and the dog. There was a story about the dog that was coming to the top in pyramids.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the dog.
It became a story.
Yeah.
تمام. And there is a country asking to get this dog there because it's become a hero.
Yes.
Yes, this the social media.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody of the youth and everybody of the Egyptians, try to using the social media well, because as I mentioned in first, to market for Egypt. When our all the nationality in Egypt is all market, we all get good things.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So they don't say ever that it's not mine. All our responsibility. It's
Yeah.
all our jobs
Okay.
to get the people, and we always do that. Egypt always, everybody of the Egyptian make our guests, our visitors happy.
Yes. Tell me more about these that are visiting Egypt nowadays.
These days is different categories. I
Yeah.
mean, from A to B.
Youth are more
Yeah,
visiting
yeah, yeah.
Egypt.
This is the first of always.
Yeah.
And you see that world in most of the museum, most of the places. Right now, that the youth, there is summer programs
Yeah.
for the United Youth programs. Try to manage a visit to Egypt,
Yes.
and by the government of the Ministry of the try to pushing that, try to have some agency in every countries to get good programs, less price, to all the category.
Yes.
I mean, you will not able to get out from visit Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, people get out of the jobs. I mean, become more than 16 years. There is the programs and that in the Ministry of Tourism. All types, all
Yes.
people come to visit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but it's the different in the planning. I mean, what we see, for example, youth is different a little bit to the grandfather and grandmother when them come to see Egypt, because them the reference to the medical trips
Yes.
and check.
Yeah.
And become there is a very good business and very good chance in that categories. For example, Siwa and Matruh and that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's also sea salt, this gravitates some all of the pressures and so on. Egypt is not working in one fire.
Yeah.
We're working in the whole of the fire.
Yes. Professor Mohammed, Egypt's participation in the travel exhibition mode.
This things is related to the government manage it.
Yeah.
Then after all the agency of to working in the business of tourism.
Yes.
Third, how to communicate, the secret, how to
Yeah.
communicate with countries.
Yes.
What is your keys?
Yes.
Who is the contacts? And also get what we say it's a subject. What
Yeah.
is the subject?
Yeah.
And let the subject
Can you attract?
attack market.
Yeah.
We try to make our signature, our brand. Yes, of course it's a brand. Exclusive brand. Yeah, it's a brand. What? Egypt tourism brand. All right.
Yeah.
God give us the good things.
Yeah.
Egypt, all type of tourism, you'll be in Egypt. Museum, seas, adventures, safari, all of that, you are in.
Yeah.
Just put yourself in Egypt. You will not able to know where to go, if you're not planning, able to cover it all. And really, also all of the government try to support. There is some books for visiting Egypt in the media, and also very important is now is attack the world. You can attack the world by social media, like you mentioned, and you remember me on that. It's very important. Social media is very important.
Yes, Professor Mohamed Darwish, HR and Business Development Consultant. Thank you very much for joining us today on Nile TV.
I'm glad, and from our channel, please come to visit Egypt. You will not forget that, and you will I believe you will do it again and again. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, short break and we'll be back.